המסדר יעבור לדום. מסדר דום.
Now, just to summarize, U.S. President Donald Trump has landed. He is in Israel, where he is expected to address the Israeli parliament before traveling to Egypt to host a summit on peace in West Asia. On the other hand, 7 of the 20 living hostages are now crossed the border into Israel and will be receiving initial treatment and be united with their families. We know Donald Trump will also be meeting them in person. Now, Red Cross vehicles have arrived at the site in Gaza, ready to collect the second batch of hostages. That is the latest that we know, that the Israeli army has announced that Red Cross vehicles have arrived at site in Gaza that are ready to collect the second batch of hostages. Now, in total, 20 living hostages are due to be released today. The hostages were kidnapped 2 years ago in southern Israel during the 7th October attacks in 2023. Now, there were loud cheers in Tel Aviv at the hostage square as news of the release had emerged. 7 Israeli hostages have been freed. A second group of hostages will be released, and the Red Cross vehicles are on their way to the site to collect the second batch of the hostages. Now, again, earlier on his way to the region, Trump had declared the war is over in Gaza. Although the next phases in Israel-Hamas, of course, we'll have to see. The deal still needs to be negotiated. Several sticking points that we know that will be discussed, not just here, but also the peace summit in West Asia in Egypt.
What's up with that?
I don't know, but we're going to make everybody happy. The one thing I can tell you is everybody is happy, whether it's Jewish or Muslim or the Arab countries. Every country is dancing in the streets, and it's a point in time I don't think you'd ever see it again. They've never seen it for 3,000 years. If you like one group, you don't like the other group. And if you like the other group, you don't like the first group. And this is the first time they've ever seen where everybody is unified, because as you know, we're going to Egypt after Israel, and we're going to meet all of the leaders of the very powerful and big countries and very rich countries and others, and they're all into this deal. Everybody's into it. It's never happened before. So I would say this is a lot tougher, but we'll see how it all works out.
Mr. President, Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister, has not gone so far as to say the war is over. In your view, is the war over?
The war is over. War is over. The war is over. Okay, do you understand that?
Mr. President, is the ceasefire going to hold? Are you confident the ceasefire will hold? Are you confident that the ceasefire is going to hold?
I think so. I think it's going to hold. I think people are, a lot of reasons why it's going to hold, but I think people are tired of it. It's been centuries, okay? Not just recent, it's been centuries. I think people are tired of it. Yeah, the ceasefire is going to hold, and we're going to make sure it holds.
Mr. President, what will Gaza look like a year from now?
Wait.
The International Stabilization Force, that's part of the...
Strong force. I don't think it's going to have a big impact, because I think barely we're going to have to use it. I think everybody knows their place. It's going to be great for everybody. It's going to be great for the surrounding countries, Arab, Muslim, all of them. It's going to be great for Israel. Everybody is happy, and I think it's going to stay that way. Peter?
And if this peace, if the ceasefire does hold, how long until we get to the part of the 2020?
Now, breaking news just coming in. The Israel Army says that a Red Cross convoy is on its way to pick up a second group of Gaza hostages. Now, what we know is earlier 7 hostages were released in the first group of hostages. Israel has released the names of the 7 hostages who have been released so far. And according to the Israeli Foreign Ministry, they are Agai Gilboa Delan, Eitan Mor, Matan Angrest, Alon Ohel Ghali, and Ziv Berman, as well as Omri Miran. And as soon as these names were taken, there were jubilant vibe and at the hostages square as the names were taken. The Israeli military has said that they received 7 released hostages who were earlier handed to the Red Cross in Gaza. Now, among the hostages released is Matan Angrest, an IDF soldier. He was then 21. Angrest was serving as a tank driver when Hamas militants attacked. His tank was ambushed, killing his fellow crew members. Well, Hamas body cam footage from April 2025 did show him being dragged, wounded, and unconscious from the tank. What we know right now is that Israel has named 7 hostages that had been released earlier, and the names are Guy Gilboa de Lang, Ethan Moore, Matan Angres, Alon Ohel Gali, and Ziv Furman, as well as Omri Miran. Now, the Israeli military has said that they received 7 released hostages who were earlier handed to the Red Cross in Gaza. Now, this is the latest that we are getting in. Of course, also we know that Israeli army has said that a Red Cross convoy is also on its way to pick up second group of Gaza hostages. And earlier 7 hostages were released in the first group of hostages. We know that 20 of them are to be released today in the first phase of Donald Trump's 20-point peace plan. Now, all the 20 Israeli hostages thought to be alive in Gaza are expected to be freed within hours. 7 we know have already been released. Second phase have already begun. Nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners and detainees in Israel will also be freed as part of the first crucial phase of the U.S. brokered ceasefire deal. Of course, we earlier knew that Trump did say and had said that ceasefire will stay in place. Also, we know breaking news is coming in. Hundreds have also gathered at Hostages Square in Tel Aviv to watch the release of the hostages. There were, of course, emotional scenes that were seen as the crowds carried posters and banners, especially thanking President Donald Trump, that you can see on your screens. Now, these were the visuals of the hundreds of people gathered at Hostages Square who have been here protesting throughout these 2 years. These people at the Hostages Square in Tel Aviv were watching the release of the hostages, and they got emotional as soon as the names were being announced of these hostages being released. Now, right now, these are the live visuals from the Hostages Square in Tel Aviv of crowds of people being emotional. And earlier, they are carrying posters and banners. They're especially thanking President Donald Trump to have made this whole deal possible. You can see the change in the emotions from just a few weeks ago, where there was agony and anger, and now they are now jubilant, knowing that the Israeli hostages will all be released today, and thanking Donald Trump, whose 20-point peace plan has actually made it happen. With 7 of them already released, the wait is for the rest of them to come home as well. You know, the U.S. President Donald Trump has also arrived in Israel and will be meeting the freed Israeli hostages in person. Overwhelming emotions in the crowd. Now, these are the pictures coming in from Tel Aviv with people with banners and Israeli flags, finally happy about the release of the Israeli hostages that they have been protesting for the past several months. What we know so far is that Israeli army has said that a Red Cross convoy is on its way to pick up second group of Gaza hostages. And earlier, of course, 7 of them were released in the first group of hostages. Israel even released the names of the 7 hostages who have been released. Now, according to the Israeli Foreign Ministry, the names are Guy Gilboa Dalal, Ethan Moore, Matan Angrest, Alon Ohel, Ghali, and Ziv Berman, as well as Omri Miran. Now, the Israeli military did say that they received 7 released hostages who were earlier handed to the Red Cross, who then transferred it to the Israeli military. Among the hostages released is Matan Angrest, and then an IDF soldier who was then 21. He was serving as a tank driver when Hamas militants had attacked. His tank was ambushed. Okay, these are the visuals from Gaza, where the Gazans are waiting for Palestinian prisoners and detainees to be released. Now, this is in exchange for the 20 Israeli hostages that were released by Hamas. What we know is in exchange for the Israeli hostages, Israel is releasing 250 Palestinian prisoners and more than 1,700 detainees. And these are the visuals from Gaza just coming in. A crowd of Gazans waiting for the release of the Palestinian prisoners, of course, also waiting for what is next to come after this first phase is over. What we know is Donald Trump, US president, who has landed in Israel, will be going to Egypt to discuss upon this very deal that he has proposed, a 20-point peace plan. Again, for people just coming in, 7 Israeli hostages have been freed in Gaza. A second phase have also begun. A second group will also be released soon.